Hi, my name is Levi Duca and I am taking a class with Mrs. Moeller, and she asked me to put together a short video of what it's like to have a child with special needs. I have a daughter who's 10 years old. Her name is Larkin. She has trisomy 21, or better known as Down syndrome. She is currently in 5th grade and lives in Rushville, Nebraska with her mother. And there's some few questions here that I'm going to answer. I'll try to get through them quickly so the video isn't too long. Uh, what was your initial reaction when you learned your daughter had Down syndrome? My initial reaction really was more of a reaction just to being a father, because I didn't know my daughter until she was almost 3 already. So that was a shock enough just to find out you had an almost 3-year-old child. The fact that she had Down syndrome really didn't affect me too much, because I was really more worried about just being a part of her life at that point. And so I guess I really didn't think about any of the things that a parent might think about, I guess, before they're born, or that they get that opportunity to think about before they're born. How did you and your ex-wife deal with the news? I think that she had done the prenatal testing, and nothing showed up on that. So she was really shocked about the whole thing too, I think, is what I remember her saying about that. So I think she was kind of shocked, and but she obviously did pretty dang well at just kind of picking up and saying, hey, this is my daughter, this is what we're going to deal with, and that's how it is. How did your extended family react? Like my mother, she's a gorgeous woman, I mean, a nurse and everything, and just to give you kind of a sense of how my side of the family reacted, no reaction, loved it. But my mom has this license plate cover that says, my grandchild has more chromosomes than yours. So everyone's really proud of her and proud of what she can do and accomplish. So I think that everyone was very receptive. What additional medical expenses have we faced? We've faced some, as far as like wanting therapists and, speech therapists, physical therapies and things like that, but that's just solely based on us wanting the best for her. So we really didn't have to go that route, but we did because it really was the best thing for her. And all those therapists were blown away at how articulate Larkin was and is, and they just can't believe at the progress that she's made. And they always ask us what we do differently as parents, and there's really nothing we do different as parents. We just, or I do, I guess I treat her like she's normal, quote unquote. I don't give her the benefit of the doubt that she's got to work harder for things. That's what I tell her. I drop her off to school every day and say, how hard are you going to work today? And she said, harder than everybody else. So I mean, because she gets it, she has to work harder. So I like that about her. She's got a great mind. I'm not certain if we used birth to 3 years family services or not, so I really don't know that answer. But we've utilized some things through schools, and we are active on IEPs and all that stuff. So that's kind of not really a stress. It's just kind of interesting too to see her progress and help set her goals and all that. And it's really an interesting process when you're directly involved. Additional stressors that we face as parents and as a family, I really don't face too many stressors. We just, we understand that sometimes we got to compensate for her, as far as like, if we're going for walks or whatever, they can't be very long because she can't keep up, or just physical things mainly we have to compensate for. But everything else, I mean, and really we don't compensate too much, I don't think. If any, that's just what comes to my mind. And stressors, I kind of worry about her, like, as far as interacting with kids as she's getting older, crucial years, junior high, high school coming up, and well, right now she's in 5th grade, so middle school's coming up. And it's going to be a difficult time for her, and it'll be one of those transition phases, and I think that she'll be pretty resilient in how she goes through it. So I'm not really too stressed about it right now, but when the time comes, I'll probably be a little more worried, I guess. Um, as far as dealing with the public and when people stare or whatever, I just kind of, I think it's just more of a curiosity thing. Maybe I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt. I don't know, but all I know is that when someone stares, they're curious. Generally, yeah, I know there's people that despise people with disabilities too, but that's just our life. You know, if you want to stare, you can stare. I'm not gonna get mad at you. I'm not gonna stare back at you. It's just part of our life, so I deal with it. She deals with it. I don't even think Larkin knows if someone's staring at her or not. And I don't think that she would care. She'd probably wave at him. Or put her face down in her iPhone or iPod or whatever. Not iPhone, sorry, she doesn't have an iPhone. iPod. The concerns I have for her safety are just, normal concerns that, parents have with their kids when they're not with them, and her safety, I worry about her like, walking down the street if she was by herself. Or, but she's never by herself, so I don't really worry too much. And when she's in school, sometimes I worry about what kids and other adults can do or say to her that she might be offended or get her feelings hurt or whatever. But she does a really good job of keeping a level head and not being like this tattletale, or you can't get her to tell on anybody. So that's kind of crazy. In going into adulthood, I kind of worry, what she's gonna be able to do. But at the same time, she learns so well and she's so smart that I really think that she's gonna be a productive member of society. And I really think that her willingness to want to learn is gonna enable her to be that productive citizen in society. And I know that I'm gonna give her every opportunity and assist her in any way that she needs. To reach her goals. I mean, she sets goals. She wants to, learn to ride a bike and all that stuff. She knows it's going to take work. And when she realizes little work's involved, then she kind of steers away from her goals at times. But at least she sets them. One last question is, what sustains you as you cope with with life every day? What just sustains me is just our solid core family, I mean, even though we're separated, I see them every other weekend, and that's new to them too, but just talking and knowing and letting my children know that I'm here, and they get to be with me, and it can be difficult, but it's not as difficult as you'd think, because we're just positive people. And we want the best for our children, and I mean, including Larkin. So, and anything that we always stress, you can talk to us, and Larkin will talk about anything that's bothering her. She just won't tell on somebody if somebody else is picking on her. But I really think that she knows that she is a little bit different than people, but not to the extent where it's gonna internalize and make her become somebody that she's not. I won't allow that to happen, because I'll always be there for her to talk to and everything like that. If you folks have any questions or comments or would like to email me, my email is levi.duca@eagles.csc.edu, and my cell phone number is 307-752-7253 for any further questions. I hope this video kind of helps you a little bit. Feel free to ask any questions. Thank you for your time.